Alright guys, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to How to Speedrun Final Fantasy VII. This is actually going to be part 7, where we're going to be going over the Zolom skip, we're going over the Jenova birth preemptive encounter setup, as well as the Bottomswell boss fight. Hope you guys enjoy another one. Remember, leave comments down below if you got any questions, and don't forget to subscribe and rate the video. Alright, so world map again. So right here, you're sort of hoping that Barret and Tifa do have limit breaks for the next boss fight. If you don't, it's not the end of the world, but it is nice to have. But alright, Zolom skip. So how the heck do we do this, man? How the heck do you do Zolom skip? Because we're not getting chocobos. I should say, if you don't want to learn the hard method, a way that you can do is you would run through, wait for the snake to get close to you. You know, you get as far as you can. You open the menu, you save the game, you soft reset, and then you reload the save, and then you proceed through. This is going to kill your step count, so if you are doing step manipulation, this is something you cannot do. But I thought I'd just put that out there for, you know, anybody that wants to try anything. But, so one thing you need to know is that the Zolom is manipulated by your camera. Like, what you do with your camera is going to kind of influence his movement. So, here's sort of the motions. You're going to wait until he is kind of up here in this area. Not all the way, like, over here can work, but it's a little tricky because he can either choose to go wide if he's over here, like come out wide, or he can choose to come down through here, you know, down into the lower areas of the swamp. And this is important because what your end goal is here, you want to have him bounce off this mountain like this. You want him to bounce off this mountain. So if he's over here in this left area and he comes down here, he's going to ignore the mountain and get into Cloud. Like, one thing you can do here is have Cloud up in this area while the snake is, like, out here. And then you pull back and go behind the mountain. This will sort of bait his AI to want to do this approach instead of getting you from the left side. But if he is already out here, you still kind of want to come out here because you want to attract his aggro. If he's all the way out here and you just position behind the mountain, he has the ability to kind of sway all the way out here again and then come out from underneath and just do that, you know, and just wreck you. So you always kind of want to be out here to get his aggro, even if he's out here, and then you position yourself behind the mountain. Super important thing when he starts to deflect off the mountain. You do not want to immediately start going forward. Because if you do this, he sort of bounces off the mountain and then immediately turns around and hits you. So what you can do is you're only holding forward. Do not press right or left. Do not. You're going to move Cloud with the shoulder buttons that are also controlling the camera. And this is going to allow you to direct the Zolom more precisely. And that is going to look like this. So we're going to move him to the left. And you can see I am merging him in this area. I'm going to go a little bit farther up because if I were to commit to moving right now, he would bounce and then be able to come out. But if we secure him a little bit more in this area, he will bounce and then hit the mountain again and continually just bouncing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So that's what's going to happen here. Oh, shit. Okay. It dropped my input when I clicked back into the screen. So now that you're back here, everything is fine and dandy. And what I like to do is there's a skip coming up here where, you know, you have this scene here where you get the snake. But what you can do You can actually skip the scene, though. So what I like to do is I like to move the camera up here, and then there's an area, like, right here. This is sort of where it is. Some people like to go up on the mountain, like, all the way up here. Oh, well, I got a world map encounter. Yay. Some people like to go up on the mountain and then use a visual cue on the mountain here. I personally, I see, like, a line here. Like, just because I've ran the game so much, like, there's, like, this line here that I sort of see, and that is where, yeah, you want to inch forward in menu buffer, and you can get through, if you open and close the menu on the exact frame in which you would have gotten the thing to happen, you will actually skip the cutscene. So yeah, that is the full Zolom skip, and onwards through Mithril Mines. Step count is live in this area, by the way. You want to be very careful. You're going to go over to this area and grab the long-range materia. And much like the second boss fight of the game that we manipulated to be a preemptive encounter, we're actually going to be doing that again. Starting in this room, we're going to be manipulating the Jenova boss fight, which actually isn't even the next boss fight. It's the boss fight after the next boss fight. But yeah, we're already going to start some manipulation for Jenova Birth. And this starts from after this dialogue here. We're going to make a save state. What you're going to do is you're going to run straight down. And then you're going to release, run. So you adjust like that. And you're going to hold L1. And you get stuck there. And from here, you are going to tap R1 as lightly as you possibly can until you get an encounter. And then you run away from this encounter. Alright, so now, from here, you're going to hold up and just walk until you grab this. Once you're here, you're holding run, and you go left until you bonk, and then straight up till you're out the door. And that is what begins the movement manipulation for Jenova Birth Pre-Empt. And you make your way to Junon. Oh my god, I hate it. Yeah, you can get stuck in the seam right there. That is one thing to be careful of. Alrighty, so once you have made it to Junon, you're gonna want to enter the shop right here. Alright, so you remember, we kept a potion in our inventory in the last shop. That is actually going to be very important. That is very important to keep in mind. So, upon selling, if you remember, we had used all of our grenades. We have used all of our grenades. And then once we used all of our grenades, we got a star pendant drop off of Motorball. Thus, we know already that the first item in our inventory is going to be the star pendant. So you can mash through, it's already gone. Like, so if you pay attention to what your grenade count is exiting Motorball, you know where the star pendant is in your inventory. And then from here, you're going to sell all the equipment. So you sell the star pendant, you sell the talisman, sell the protective vest, bronze bangle, and the guard source. Guard source also. And then from here, because we have kept the potions in our inventory, you know, we kept this potion here from earlier. When I go to the buy menu and I buy 11 potions, you're gonna buy 11 potions and 41 grenades. Because I kept the potions there, you can now see that grenades have slotted themselves as the first item, and potions are still down here. And that is perfect because we can just hold up and circle to insta-queue grenades on the next boss fight. It's perfect, and it's very nice inventory management that you can do without wasting any time. And then before you exit the room, or you can just do this, you can do this healing at any time. Just make sure you heal up your party before going into the next screen here. Once you've gone into this next screen, it's the point of no return before Bottomswell. So yeah. Alrighty, so Let's see what happens here. To start off things with Bottomswell, you're going to want to try to poison with Cloud. So, poison with Cloud, and then I do Barret, Tifa. If poison lands the first try, you will then do Grenade with Cloud, Grenade with Barret, Grenade with Tifa. If poison does not stick, you are going to wait and continually cast poison with Cloud until poison hits. This is because once a certain amount of damage is accumulated on Bottomswell, it will push itself into the bubble phase where it'll, constrict one of your party members. You don't want to push this phase until you have poison. You are queuing 2 grenades right out the gate because you want to allow yourself to have the opportunity to do a fast strat where it relies on you queuing these 2 grenades early. But like I said, if you miss that first poison, you don't want to commit to continually throwing grenades after these first 2. You want the poison. So let's see what happens. Alright, so no poison, so we're going to continue trying to get poison to stick. Alright, so grenades have gone through. Poison attempt number 2. Alright, so it has stuck. So from here, we are going to queue grenades with Barret, Tifa, and Cloud. And from here, what we're going to do is, during Cloud's grenade animation, he's the last person that's going to be throwing a grenade, you're going to queue Barret's limit break, and then during Barret's limit break, you're going to get Tifa's limit break also, and you're going to get yeah. Shoot for a yeah. I mean, if you don't get it, it's not the end of the world, but shoot for the yeah. I should also note that if you got first try poison, what you would do is, after you do the bio grenade, bio sticks first try, then you do grenade with Cloud, grenade with Barret, grenade with Tifa, and then during Tifa's grenade, you're going to big shot with Barret and limit with Tifa. You can defend out of Cloud's menu to make that easier, but yeah. So regardless, you want to use your grenades and then get these 2 limit breaks in, which will push it into the bubble phase. And actually, even if you do Barret's big shot during Tifa's animation, that's fine. And then you're gonna wait. You're gonna see who gets targeted here by the bubble, and you're gonna open this defend menu on the right and defend with them. So I'm gonna defend with Cloud. All this really allows is that it shields some of the damage from the big waves coming up, which will give you a better chance of survival. It doesn't make like the damage tick down any slower or anything. It's just defending from the big waves. You can tell Bottomswell has died when the poison disappears, and this is its final counterattack upon death. And that is Bottomswell. Pretty straightforward. It can be pretty punishing if you don't get poison, or if you kind of freak out during some of the bubble phase stuff and you get like double bubbled or whatever. But you can get it. I believe in you. Alright, now the CPR minigame. What you want to do is you want to do... there are ways that you can go for what's called the 11 breath. Personally, it's not something that I go for. Honestly, I don't even really know what it looks like. I'm just letting you know it exists, but what you can do here is you do 4 waves of 9 breaths and then 1 of 5. If you do 4 of 9, 1 of 5, you're good. What I kind of do here is there's this triangle, this like triangle that connects the 2 lungs. When this diamond gets into that triangle, like right there, that's how I know it's the 9th breath. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're good. All right, and here you're gonna page the dialogue until Cloud stomps his feet 3 times. Ready? Stop the feet. 1, 2, 3. Second option. Make sure you do the second option. If you do the first option, you actually have to exit. You have to exit the house, go back in so you can get the rest prompt, but it is the first option this time. Make sure that you're conscious of that. I believe it becomes the first option. So don't do the second option again. All right, so something you can do here is you have the ability to sort of race Tifa to the door here. If you're holding right and then you add up shortly afterwards, you can kind of cut in front of Tifa here. If not, you will get stuck behind her. So like, watch this. So like that. You can do that. If you're doing it wrong, you know, you get stuck and you, yeah. But there is a way you can do that. And then also, the trick for this right here is you hold down left and it allows you to kind of sneak around the grandma here, because like, if you do down right or just like down, you sort of get stuck on the grandma there. So you, like I do down left to sort of swoop around here. And then I miss the stairs. All right, so you get Shiva.